using the only definition that we have in philosophy of discursive reasoning.
Yeah, I would have no idea for what you deem to be conventional, so you would still have
Again,
to
yeah,
explain
see,
it.
this is just a wise dodge for the millionth time. I just told you I go by the
Oh, cool.
standard
So I'm wise and
definition
you
in the
cannot.
literature of philosophy. There's no such thing as my definition of the literature versus your definition of the literature because there is only one literature and only one definition used within the literature. So I'm gonna ask you again, don't dock and take your time to chat GPT because I know that you're a chat GPT demon. What does it mean for you to have discursive reasoning? Answer.
Yeah, why would it be the case that you cannot have multiple definitions? That just presupposes some sort of objective metric when definitions
No, I did not
are
say
in
you cannot
themselves
have multiple
subjective.
definitions. That's attacking
Oh,
Stroman. I told you that there's only
you said
one
there's not.
definition in the literature of philosophy when it comes to discursive
Uh,
reasoning. Not that there's no possibility
well,
that other
yeah, but
definitions can maybe possibly in the future be created. So that's not my claim. Don't attack
no,
Stroman.
that's not
Now
what I said.
answer.
That's not what
What
I said.
is
That's not what
discursive
I said.
reasoning?
That's
What
not what I
answer?
said.
What is it?
That's not what I
Answer.
said. Yeah,
Hmm?
yeah, what I said was that multiple people can have multiple definitions. There can exist multiple definitions within that specific domain created by multiple people, and those definitions would be subjective. So for
That's
you
a
to say that,
non-defeater
oh,
to my
there's only one
point. Can you
definition
address
that
the
exists,
point?
that
It's a
just assumes.
non-defeater.
Oh, you said, yeah. So for you to
It's
say
a
that
non-defeater.
there is only one definition, that just assumes some sort of objective metric which was never
That's not
justified,
defeater. And by
and
the way, just
would
told you why it's not going to assume
it
any kind of
wouldn't. You
objective
never made
metric
an
for
argument.
definitions. I don't even hold to that because I don't take definitions to be propositional in nature. I don't think that a definition is
Mm-hmm.
either true or false. Stop
But is
attacking
it?
Strawman.
Uh-huh.
You're not addressing the
Indeed.
point. You gave a non-defeater,
Uh-huh.
useless point that
You
does
haven't
not
given
help
an
your case.
argument. You
Answer
haven't
the
given an
question
argument.
without
You haven't
running
given an
away,
argument.
okay? The question is simple. Take your time because you're a chat GPT demon, but at the very least, answer it.
ChatGPT.
What is discursive
Yeah,
reasoning? Answer.
this guy's a retard, bro. I mean, I
Yeah, I'm
could
a retard,
define
but you're the
discursive
same one who
reasoning.
does not even know the
Yeah, I could.
basics of philosophy.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
know what
Blah blah
discursive
blah
reasoning
blah
is. Then
blah
you
blah.
said that you would know
You
what the
say that I don't know
conventional
what
definition of
discursive
the word is.
reasoning is.
Then give it. You said you know the conventional one. Then
I
give
mean,
it.
what I deem to be
Give
conventional
it.
can be different from what you deem to be conventional. Like you're straight up a retard. I can lie to you.
I'm a retard, but again, you don't even know what discursive reasoning is. I'd explain that.
I mean, I said I do, but once again, you never justified the
Okay, then
relevance
I ask you to
for
prove
why
that
I should
claim
explain
by
it.
telling me what it
Once,
means, and you're not
oh
doing
shit,
so. You're just running away.
you're
Oh,
You're a dumbass.
about the relevance
Guys,
for
my
why I
name
should.
is Val. I'm incompetent because I cannot answer a simple question from Axility. He pressured me just by asking a simple yes or no question.
Axility is a retard, by the way.
do you know the
But I answered
definition?
the
Yes
yes
or
or no
no?
question.
Do you know the
Yeah, I answered
definition?
the
Yes
yes
or
or no
no?
question. I've answered this multiple times. Maybe you need to
No,
put
you have not
on like
answered
your
because
tracking
I
goggles or
even asked
something.
you multiple
But
times.
you
Give the
said
definition.
yourself that I
You did not
answered the
give it.
question.
I asked
Yeah,
you to
saying
give
I
the
should give the
definition.
definition is a
I
different,
firstly asked you, do you know it? And you refused to answer. You said, the
I
conventional
said
one.
yes.
Okay,
I
then I
said
told
I
you,
know the
give me the
definition.
conventional one that you know about.
Oh, so you agree that I answered
Give
the question
it.
about
Can you
the
stop
yes or
wasting my
no
time
question?
and give it without dodging?
Oh, you
Give
said this
it.
guy's a retard.
Give it.
This guy's a retard. Anyways, I'll just give my definition since you seem to be straight up
Yeah,
a
because apparently you
dumbass
don't even
and you
have the
have no idea.
ability. Luckily, you
The
had the
ability.
time to
Yeah,
ask
auxiliary.
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
Right,
auxiliary
ChatGPT
said.
demon? Or did you ask Gemini? Or maybe you asked
That's why
Ngrok.
you lost the sense,
Who
by the way.
knows? Now
Anyways,
give the answer.
discursive reasoning would just be the process of thinking or moving from one premise to another premise and then finishing with the conclusion. It'll just be the inferential
Okay,
steps.
so do you think in order for us to reach a conclusion by using deductive or inductive argumentation, we need to use discursive reasoning? Yes or no?
I mean, it depends on the logical system, but generally, people
On
would
the
say yes.
logical system.
Well, yeah, not every logical system relies on
Hold on,
premises
so
and
hold on. Do you
conclusions.
think that there's any logical system that does not have premises and conclusion?
Yeah, what? Are you a retard?
That is not a logical field because a logic, by definition, a logical system needs to have axioms. It needs to have axioms and then
You
it needs
realize
to
the
have
axioms
theorems.
don't-
Theorems are statements that are provable
No,
by
no.
the axioms of said logical system.
You realize,
You're a
you realize
retard.
that
You just said,
axioms-
however,
you
that a
realize-
logical system
you
does
said
not
this
need to
guy's
have
a retard.
premises.
Yeah, you realize that the axioms don't necessarily have to be premises, right? But they don't have to be no
So hold on,
premises.
so there have to be premises, right, in a logical system?
Just try.
No, you're the one who's not tracking.
That's just
I
not
already
what I
told
said.
you it's impossible for a logical system not to have such propositions because in theorem. And then you have the theorem. And the theorem is provable, like completely follows from the initial axioms of said system. Can you address that?
That has a retard.
You
Once
don't even
again,
know what a theorem is.
you have lots.
You're completely clueless.
Sure. Whatever you say. Anyways, have definition-based systems. You have tautological systems. Those systems are
Again, you're delusional. Any kind of logical system has axioms and theorems, even non-formal one, even the ones outside of classical logic. By the way, non-classical logics still have axioms and theorems. You don't know what you're talking about.
That's completely irrelevant. I never said logical systems don't have axioms.
It's irrelevant.
I said they don't have premises.
Hold on, can you tell me what do you think my argument is?
Attack what I said.
What do you think my argument is? What do you think it is?
I mean, generally, one would assume an argument is a set of premises that lead to a conclusion under like a classical system.
No, I'm not even talking about classical systems. See, that's again another strawman. You don't even know what I'm saying. You're not tracking.
I just said it was under classical systems. I never said that's what she said.
It doesn't matter because regardless of you saying whether or not that's what I said, the point still stands that you did not correctly address my point because my point is not about classical systems necessarily. I told you multiple times. Hold on, let me speak because I let you speak, right? I let you speak, right? So allow me to finish. The point is extremely simple. I told you it doesn't matter if it's a classical system of logic or a non-classical one. In both cases, you're going to have axioms and you're going to have theorems, which means you're going to have premises and conclusion, because the theorems are proved deductively by the axioms. So that's already discursive reasoning. Yet earlier you said that it's not necessarily required for any logical system to have discursive reasoning, which makes you a retard because clearly you don't know what you're talking about. Can you address this?
Yeah. I never said
Can you address
system doesn't require. Yeah, I'm doesn't need to have axioms. All systems can have axioms, but that doesn't necessitate that they have theorems, because the axioms could just be self-justified. For example, in like a tautological.
Are you retarded? The theorems is provable by the axioms. The axioms can be self-sufficient. That's fine. That's not the point. The point is that, however, from the axioms you get the theorems. And by the way, for you to say that a system does not have to have theorems, it's for you to say that the it's for you to say that the system is invalid. Because a system, by definition, needs to have its own theorems. Otherwise, it's not a system in the first place. It's an essential part of its definition. You're retarded.
Why can't you don't know the basics. Be self-justified as well?
You don't know the basics.
Anyways, I don't. Yeah, I just addressed this and you just didn't listen. Anyways, I don't care to engage in this meta debate with you. Are you actually going to
you don't care to engage in a meta debate with me, but you care enough to engage in a debate that you know you cannot win. Because you said earlier that you have not watched the debate between me and Cynthia.
Yeah, are you gonna,
not having watched the recording, it would mean that it's impossible for you to know the result of that debate, of that discussion. Because you don't know what has happened, you don't know what my points were, you don't know what Cynthia's points were, you don't know any of that. That means you have no priors by which you can rely your judgment on. So whenever you make a judgment such as Axility has won, or even if you say Cynthia has won, it actually doesn't matter. Even if you were to say that I won, even in that case, your claim will be unsubstantiated and unjustified because you have no priors, because you have not watched the recording.
What did I tell you my position was?
I just told you. Are you okay? You said that you think you do have your own priors and that you can justify the belief that most likely Cynthia won the debate. That's your topic, right?
Of course, the priors.
You're right. And what did I tell you right now 5 seconds ago? What was my response? Can you repeat what my response was?
How would I need to repeat that long as response? Because it doesn't attack anything. I already explained to you what the priors
yeah, you claiming it doesn't attack anything does not prove anything. Repeat what my response was.
My previous assessments.
Repeat what my response was. Stop wasting my time. Repeat it.
Yeah, that I have no obligation to repeat your response.
Oh, you don't know. You just forgot. You don't know.
No, I remember the response. I remember the response.
This is bad, bro. I feel bad. I'm literally feeling bad right now.
This guy's a retard.
This is beyond just disgusting. This is just a bit down, man.
Wow, this guy
I actually refuse to do this because I don't want to engage in like in any sinful situation. You know, this is actually bad. Look, I'm gonna do something, man, because I think it's evident for everybody in the VC. Like, nobody thinks you're winning. Everybody knows that you just got slammed and substance wise, right? I don't even care about the rhetoric, okay?
So you're running away.
I don't even care about that, but just in the substance.
So you're running away.
I think it's evident for anybody who has a bright of rationality that you just lost, man. And I didn't even know what to say anymore. Look, just give me a whistle.
clearly you
Just
just
give me a
got
call.
unlocked.
In the moment you have an actual serious topic that you want to debate without wasting my time, okay?
A call.
When that would happen, please
I
give me
already
a
addressed
whistle
it. I already
or just
addressed
give me a
that.
call, okay? And I'll wait for you. But until then,